Good morning. Happy Tuesday, day after a long weekend. Welcome. Thank you for joining. I'm Nicole Traum and you're watching Lee Health's Healthcare Heroes Self-Care Moment. So thanks for tuning in. This week, our theme is about refilling your cup. And I wanted to start with a visual because I know for me, I'm a very visual person and it's always helpful. So what I have here is my favorite coffee mug, my name on it, or my initial, and it's filled with water. And so I want to just talk about what happens when we're constantly giving and we're constantly doing. So hopefully I'm not going to make a huge mess as I do this. But what happens in our day is that, we get up and we have to take care of our family. A little bit pours out. Then we have to go to work and we deal with an emergency there. From there, maybe there's another call from your family. And then you turn on the news, right? And you're just spent from that, right? And eventually what happens is, a friend calls you or something, and the next thing you know, there's nothing left, right? So a lot of us are running on empty. I know that I am a lot of times, and I have to always check in. And one of the things that our mindfulness practice and our self-care practice does is it reminds us that we can't pour anything out. Even there's like a little drop there. You can't pour anything out of this empty cup. So we have to do things that help to refill it. And I know that seems, sometimes it feels selfish to take the time to refill your cup, but it also allows you to give to others. So you think about it, right? You can take a few moments to yourself. You can take a nap. You can go for a walk, whatever it is, take a yoga class, meditate. All those things start to refill it. So as we come into our practice today, we're going to think about what are those ways that we can refill, not just so we feel better, but that is important. It's important that we feel restored, we feel confident, we feel good in our bodies, but also so that we can serve others. So we'll think about that today, okay? So remember that visual as we move. Let ourselves move this morning. You can sit up nice and tall. Let's just start with some shoulder rolls, rolling those shoulders onto your back. Maybe even feeling a little crackle and pop along the way. If you want to do one at a time, you can, or you can go two at a time. Just moving those shoulders onto your back. Good. And then from there, let's inhale the arms up and overhead. So take a big inhale and then exhale and bring the arms back down. Just taking 5 or 6 breaths can be one of those refills. It's very likely that once you start with a little bits of self-care, it's going to become part of your daily practice, and it's going to be part of feeling better in a holistic way for whole body, whole mind. Let's do 2 more rounds of breath. Big inhale, big exhale. You'll start to feel your body settling, softening. Last one. This time as you come forward, just start to bow forward a little, leaning over your legs. Inhale, reaching up and overhead, and then exhale, leaning forward. So you may even feel here the back of your body stretching. Go slow. Try not to go any further than your body allows. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Let's do one more. So big inhale and big exhale. Good. As you come back up, roll your shoulders onto your back. That's it. And then let's bring our arms up, elbows up to shoulder height. Just start to squeeze your elbows back. So squeeze them back and back, back and back. Keep your elbows pressing back and then inhale to the right. And then exhale to the left. So just going nice and slow, nice and steady. Keep those elbows pressing back so you feel your shoulders hugging onto your back. Good. Let's do 2 more times to each side. Little snap, crackle, and pop as we go. Good. And then coming back through center now, just rolling those shoulders onto your back again. So noticing how you're feeling, maybe even feeling your body start to soften, start to relax. Good. And then let's start here. We're going to bring our chin down to the chest. You're going to inhale as you lift your chin, opening your throat, and then exhale as you bring the chin back down. So nice and slow here, inhaling and exhaling, lifting up. Good. And then lowering down, just feeling the front and the back of your neck starting to open. Perfect. And then coming back through center now, right ear to right shoulder and left ear to left shoulder. So we want to feel ourselves starting to soften, starting to release. Good. One more time to each side. Still breathing here. That's it. Good. As you come back through center now, just start to bring your head in a slow circle and let yourself notice. So when I do this, sometimes I notice like a spot over here is really tight. So if there's a spot where you want to pause, you can, and then you can move through again. Let yourself explore where it's tight and then bring your breath there. Find some place to soften. Then notice your direction here. We're going to change direction. So just going all the way back around. Again, if you want to pause here, you can. Any spot. Come back to your breath, remembering we're going to refill our cup. Every deep breath gives you that refill. Every mindful moment gives you that refill. Good. And then come back and just roll your shoulders onto your back. So feeling that stretching, feeling that movement. Good. Let's come in now. I'm going to scooch back a little. We're going to take our right leg over the left and squeeze the legs in. Now, if you can't cross your knees, you can cross your ankles. We're just going to be squeezing the legs in either way. And then we're going to take the right arm underneath. Start with a hug. It's a little bear hug here. We're going to inhale as we lift those elbows. And then exhale as you bring them down towards your knees. Inhaling. Good. And exhaling. Just breathing here. Keep squeezing those legs in. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Big inhale. And big exhale. Good. Last one. As you come out, you're going to stretch everything out wide. You can bring your legs out wide. Reach side to side. Good. And then we'll come back in, and this time we're going to bring the left leg over the right, left arm underneath. And again, if you can't cross your knees, you're going to cross your ankles. And we'll keep squeezing those legs in. As you inhale, lift your elbows. Exhale, bring those elbows back down towards your knees. So big inhale, stretching up. Good. Big exhale as you come in, just connecting with what you've got. Inhale and exhale, lifting up. Lowering down. Good. Last round here. Big inhale and big exhale. Good. As you come on out, we're going to stretch out the arms. You can step out your legs. Reach side to side. Good. Keep reaching here. And then bring your right elbow down and just start to stretch your left arm up. Just opening up, breathing nice and deep, nice and full. Keep breathing nice and full. That's it. And then come on out, left elbow comes down, right arm comes up, big stretch up through the side body. Looking up towards your hand if you can, 1 more full breath. That's it, good. And then we'll come all the way back out. Walk your legs back in, scooch forward in your chair. We're gonna come up for a quick stretch standing. So as you come forward, you're gonna inhale forward and come all the way up. All right, so as you come up to your standing position, you can do this with your hands on the back of the chair, or if you want to go a little deeper, you can bring your hands to the seat of your chair. We're going to do a wide-legged forward bend. So start with your hands on your chair, step your feet out wide, walk yourself back. Come into that down dog variation here with the legs wide, toes are pointing forward, and just start to stretch. You can also do this one holding or bringing your hands to the wall. So give yourself some options there. Keep pressing the earth away from you or the chair away from you. Move your hips side to side. So just start to pedal out your feet, bend one knee, press your opposite heel. I'm like walking into my plant here. And then just stretch, lengthening out, release your head. Let's take 2 more deep breaths. Big inhale, big exhale. That's it, big inhale, big exhale. Perfect. As you come in, you're gonna walk your feet in nice and slow, walking right up to your chair. And then from there, we're going to lean forward. So again, you can have your legs straight, your toes pointing forward. There should be about 2 fist distance between your feet. So you have a little space for your hips. And then inhale as you look up. Exhale as you bow over your straight-ish legs. Inhale, looking up. Good. Exhale, hinging forward. Let's do 2 more. Big inhale. Big exhale. This next time as you come forward, you can stay there. So as we come into that forward bend, it's a way of turning within. It's a way of calming the nervous system. So let yourself release here. If you need to bend your knees, you bend your knees. See if you can shift your weight forward and back. Feeling that stretch into the back of the legs, into the seat. Give yourself 2 more full breaths here. Big inhale. Big exhale. Big inhale. And big exhale. Good. Very slowly start to bring yourself up. You can use your chair, walking your hands up, and then come all the way back to your seat. So as you come back to your seat now, start to take that comfortable position in your chair, whether it's with your feet on the floor or your legs crossed, but make sure you can sit back in your chair. So scoot yourself back a little, feel the back of your chair really supporting you, and then come back to that visual from the beginning. Remember, I have my mug. We poured out for all the things that we're doing. And remember, right now, because of the situation that we're in, we may actually be pouring out a little bit more, and we're tapping into those reserves. So taking time to refill, even in the smallest ways, is gonna make a big difference. So remember, you can do things like refill your cup by just breathing, by just moving, by just letting yourself be present, okay? So we're gonna come in now, and this is one of those ways that we're gonna refill. We're gonna allow ourselves to get still, to get quiet, and to just feel. And don't worry if it seems like it's gonna be too much, right? Just let yourself breathe and bring your attention to that place where your breath first meets your nose. That's all you have to do, right? Eventually you can get really fancy with it, but just start with right here, right now. So sit up nice and tall. Feel yourself lengthening here. Feel yourself leaning back into your chair. Your eyes can be open for this part. And as you inhale, just fill up with breath. Feel yourself filling up. With your exhale, empty it out. Big inhale, big exhale. That's it, filling up, emptying out. With your next exhale, close your eyes. When you close your eyes, you'll start to think of things, you'll start to notice things. Just let yourself be the observer. It's okay if you're thinking about something. It's okay if you're noticing why your hip feels like this or your back feels like this. Start to observe and bring your breath to the places that need it. And then come back to that breath again. Notice the place where your breath first meets your nose, and just start to follow the breath in through your nose and back out through your nose and maybe even your mouth. Noticing all the things around you. So you'll start to notice the sounds around you, whether they're near or far. Start to notice how the air feels on your skin, clothing on your body. Even notice how your chair or the floor feels underneath you. Come back to your breath now, noticing your inhale and your exhale. Just following your breath from the place where it first meets your nose as it moves in through your body, down into your lungs, and then from your lungs up and back out. Allowing yourself to just start to settle. As different things come up, you can just acknowledge them and just let them pass you by, almost as if you're watching the clouds in the sky. We don't push them away. We just acknowledge and let them keep going so that we can connect right here, right now with our body and with our breath. And if you want, you can start to count your breath now, counting your inhale, counting your exhale, starting at 1, going all the way up to 10. And then coming back and starting at 1 again. And this way, when you're distracted, I say 1 because you will, just like me, you'll come back to whatever number you left off on. Just letting yourself slowly come back, slowly connect. Letting yourself be in the moment to refill your cup. Every exhale allows you to soften into this moment, into this body, into this breath. next exhale, you can let your mind go wherever it wants to go. Start to bring some movement back into your body, moving your fingers, your toes, your shoulders. Maybe even take a stretch here. Turning your head side to side. That's it. And then coming back, sitting up tall, bringing your hands back in front of your heart. So we honor this practice. We honor this practice of slowing down, this practice of refilling our cup, remembering how important it is, especially for those of us that are pouring out for others constantly. So as we close today, I bow to you for your courageousness. Namaste. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been Nicole Traum with Lee Health's Healthcare Hero Self-Care Moment. We'll be back tomorrow at 6:40 a.m. or you can catch us on the replay. Please feel free to share this with your friends and have a great day. Bye, everybody.